I'm Dr. Revels, and you're listening to the REVELSations podcast. Please subscribe, rate, and review wherever you get your podcasts, and let me know that you are listening. Drop a comment, be a part of the conversation, and more importantly, share this with somebody and let them know that you're listening to it and that you enjoy it. And please remember, we're all family and friends, so you can call me Rev. And since we are, please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell an enemy that you are listening to the REVELSations podcast. The topic of today's verse is the right speed. The right speed. Let's get into some dictionary definitions as we like to do here on the Revelation podcast, so we're all on the same page. Well, instead of dictionary definitions, I want to go into a saying. Everyone driving slower than you is an idiot, and everyone driving faster than you is a maniac. This is a line that is attributed to George Carlin, and it illustrates the egocentric, which means the biases that human have that the way we do it is the best way of doing it. It's about the egocentric behavior that we have and the belief that our pace, our opinions, and our choices are the normal or correct ones, while everyone else who doesn't do exactly how we do it is wrong or extreme. Let's get to it. So think about this. You've been driving in a car, you've been on the highway, you've been in your neighborhood or whatever. And you're trying to get to where you get to, and the person in front of you is driving slower than you would like for them to. And I don't know about you, but I know when it happens to me, I get furious. The thing that road rages me the most is when it takes somebody an extreme long time, as I deem it, to execute a turn. My thing is turn your car. You do not have to come to a complete stop to execute a right or a left turn. And when I'm doing that, I'm thinking about my speed and my pace, and I think that I have it right. Aren't you too? When you're in your car, and as I said before, you're driving and the person who's in front of you is driving slower. Aren't you thinking that they're driving too slow and you're driving the right speed? Even if you're driving 5, 10, 15, 20 miles per hour over the speed limit, you still would say, get out of my way. You're driving too slow. Or if somebody is passing you, going faster, or they're rushing you, or they're asking you to be faster, you're saying they are acting crazy. They are being the maniac. Instead of maybe I should go faster. Maybe I need to get out of the way. No, no, no. We don't necessarily think like that. And I believe that this is a microcosm of our life, that we are the center of our universe, which I agree with. We should be. We're the center of our universe because the only person that is everywhere we go is us. Everywhere I've ever been in my life, I'm the only person to always be there. So, in a way, I am the center of, you notice what I said, my universe, not the universe. And as that, we live out our perceptions. And as we said in the previous verse, perceptions are not reality. They may seem real to what we are perceiving them to be, but they're actually not reality in something that can be proven in time. So, why am I saying all this? I want us to observe how we act and how we interact with each other. I want us to observe our political views, our religious views, our views on love, our views on relationships, our views on money, and how we're always thinking that we have the answers. And even if we're corrected, we think, okay, now I had the answers at one point. I was wrong. Someone taught me, and now I have the answers. And if we think that we have the answers, why do we think that? Why do we think that we're right? Why do we think that we're driving the right speed and everybody else is going too slow as an idiot or too fast as a maniac? Think about it. I want to touch on the religious space for a second. Whoever is under the sound of my voice, whatever religion you have you ever thought about why you're that religion? You know, the first thing you might think is because I believe it, because I've experienced it. Okay. And oftentimes in religious spaces, we think that we are serving the correct God or we're serving the universal God the correct way. And that's fair. I understand that perspective. But do you really believe that you are living out your religious beliefs solely because you believe it? Or is it because the position that you are in, because the lane that you were born in, because the country that you were born in and the people around you that were teaching you? And just like the driver in the car who is, I'm driving the right speed and everybody's going too fast or too slow, I am serving the right God. And anybody who is serving the God any differently than me is driving too fast or too slow. But isn't that just based on perspective? Isn't that just based on the perspective that we have while we're in the car? We're not in a rush. So everybody's going past us is going too fast. Or we're in a rush and everybody else that is going to the normal speed or the speed limit is going too slow. So when we think about it and we're arguing over these religious beliefs or political beliefs or economic beliefs, let's think about it. Let's take a second and think, well, the only reason I think this way is because I was influenced by people. I was influenced by my circumstance. I was influenced by my situation. I was influenced by my culture. And just like I want people to respect the fact that I am different or I have a different experience than them, I need to be doing the same thing in the other way. I need to be respecting the fact that people didn't grow up like me and they believe in their God, they believe in their political party, they believe in their whatever the beliefs are just as much as me, and they probably came to the conclusions just as I did. So just like I believe I had a godlike experience or I believe that my political views are correct, the other side believes that they had a godlike experience and their political views are correct. And just like we don't want them to come over and tell us that we're wrong, why should we then go over and tell them that we're wrong? Think about it. Why do we think we have all the right answers? Why? I liken humans, us, everybody who in the history of the world, to a single grain of sand on the beach. We are a single grain in a large beach where there are billions, uncountable, trillions, uncountable grains of sand. And we think we're so special. We think we have the perfect view of the beach as one grain of sand. Well, what if we're on the north side of the beach and it's a little bit colder? So we say that beaches are cold, but somebody on the south side of the same beach, they're getting a little bit more sun. They say beaches are hot and we want to argue them down. But the only reason we're arguing is because this is our perspective. We believe that we have the right speed and they have the wrong speed. We have the right perspective and they have the wrong perspective. So when do we take off this veil of arrogance, take off this veil of I am right and see it from the other side? And we know it's the right thing to do because we want other people to do that for us. We want other people to listen to us, but how often do we listen to them? We want other people to speed up for us, but how often do we slow down for them? We want other people to slow down for us, but how often do we speed up for them? This is about perspective. And even though we are the center of our own universe, none of us are the center of the entire universe, just like no one grain of sand is the most important grain of sand in all of the beach. Make sense? I just want us to think about our perspectives and how we come to those perspectives. None of us had anything to do with the family we were born in, the body we were born in, or where we were born. And all of those things shape how we view the world. All of those things shape how we drive the car. All of those things shape what we believe in. And just like we want people to understand that or accept that about us, how can we ask someone to accept that about us if we're not willing to accept that about everyone else? The psychological interpretation of this reflects on the cognitive pattern known as false senses bias, a tendency to assume that our beliefs, our behaviors, and our pace represent the reasonable middle ground. That's the part. We all think we're reasonable. Even the extremists think that they're reasonable. It's like, why don't you think the way we do? I'm all the way over here, but everybody thinks they're in the middle. If others move faster, they seem reckless. They should be on my pace. If others move slower, they seem lazy. We, of course, are doing it just right. We believe in God just the right way. We understand love just the right way. And we want the world to be shaped on our opinions and our ideas. But as my late mother used to say, God rest her soul, what makes you so such a much? Meaning, what makes you the person, that one grain of sand, more special than all the other grains of sand on the beach? Why are you so special that if you were removed, the whole beach would die? No, no, no. The beach would continue to move on because you're just one grain of sand. And I'm not here to tell people that you are not important. I'm not here to say that you're not special to your loved ones, but I am saying we're all pieces of sand on this beach working together. And just because we may have one perspective doesn't mean that our perspective is correct. It may be correct for our point of view based on where we were born, how we were born, to which family we were born into, our economical status, and all these other things. But just like we have those experiences and we have that life, so does the other grain of sand, AKA the other people as well. And I just want us to respect the fact that everybody's driving their speed, and they're driving their speed for a reason. And just like we think we're going the right speed, no matter how fast or how slow we're going, those other people are thinking they're going the right speed, no matter how fast or slow they're going. What do you think? Do you have this vision that you're always going the right speed? Do you think people are going too fast? Do you think people are going too slow? Do you think people are believing the wrong things because they don't believe in what you believe in? Drop a comment, let me know, share this with somebody, and let's get the conversation going. Again, I'm Dr. Revels. You can call me Rev. Thank you again for listening to the Revelation Podcast. I am because we are. Hallelujah, holla back. Peace.
Yeah, the Revelations now televised. A platform for you and I. And now look with full heart and clear eyes. Now, these are just my thoughts. Truth on how I feel on these topics I reveal. Please know my toll, I always keep it real. Can't face the word if you can't face facts. For your time, just open up your mind. That's it, just live, think big, now take that. With God in me, this here was made by design. Yeah, the revelation will be televised. REVELSations.